Hello, everyone. Let me start with this: dreaming small is a waste of your imagination. You've got one life, one shot, and one chance to make it count. So why wouldn't you aim for something that sets your soul on fire? Dreaming big isn't about being unrealistic. It's about being honest with yourself about what you truly want. It's about stepping out of the safe little box you've built and saying, what if I could? What if I did? Here's the thing: most people don't dream big because they're scared of failing, scared of what others will think, or scared they don't have what it takes. Let me tell you right now, the biggest barrier to your big dreams is you. But here's the good news: if you're the problem, you're also the solution. Own your dream. Owning your dream means embracing it fully without apology, hesitation, or shame. It's about taking responsibility for the vision you have for your life and saying, yes, this is what I want, and I'm not afraid to go after it. Too often, we shrink our ambitions to fit the expectations of others. We water down our goals because we're afraid they'll seem too big, too bold, or too unrealistic. But here's the truth: your dream is yours for a reason. It's not meant to make sense to everyone else. It's meant to inspire you. Owning your dream starts with acknowledging it. Stop saying maybe someday or if only. Be brave enough to say, this is what I want, even if it scares you. Owning your dream also means letting go of excuses. It's easy to blame circumstances, time, or resources for why you haven't started yet. But if you're honest with yourself, the real reason is fear of failure, judgment, or even success. When you own your dream, you take accountability for making it happen. This doesn't mean you need all the answers right now. Owning your dream is about committing to it. Even when the path isn't clear, it's about trusting yourself to figure it out along the way. Here's a simple exercise to get started. Write down your dream. Be specific. Don't hold back. Read it out loud. Listen to how it feels. If it scares you a little, that's good. It means you're onto something big. Make a decision. Are you going to own this dream or let it slip away? Owning your dream doesn't guarantee it will be easy. But here's what it does guarantee: when you take full responsibility for your dream, you give yourself permission to chase it with everything you've got. That's where the magic happens. So stop waiting for validation or permission. Your dream doesn't need anyone's approval but your own. Own it, claim it, and let the journey begin. Start before you're ready. Here's the hard truth: you'll never feel 100% ready to chase your dreams. That's not because you lack the ability. It's because starting something big feels uncomfortable. Your brain is wired to protect you from risk, so it keeps whispering, wait until you're more prepared, wait until you know what you're doing. But here's the thing: waiting for the perfect moment is a trap. It keeps you stuck overthinking and second guessing. If you want to dream big, you have to start before you feel ready. Why? Because readiness is a myth. Think about it. When have you ever been truly ready for the big things in life? Was it when you started a new job, became a parent, or made a bold career change? No. You figured it out as you went along? That's how life works. Starting before you're ready means taking imperfect action. It's about stepping into the unknown, even if you feel underqualified or unsure. Every step you take teaches you something new, builds your confidence, and brings you closer to your goal. Let me be clear: this isn't about being reckless. It's not about jumping in without thought or preparation. It's about recognizing that waiting for every star to align perfectly is just procrastination in disguise. Why starting matters. You learn by doing. You can read every book, take every course, and plan every detail, but nothing compares to the lessons you learn from real experience. Momentum is powerful. Action creates momentum, and momentum builds motivation. Even a small step forward can ignite a chain reaction of progress. Perfection is a myth. You'll never know everything, and that's okay. Starting before you're ready teaches you to adapt, grow, and refine as you go. How to start before you're ready. Take the first step. Choose one small, manageable action you can take today. Maybe it's sending an email, signing up for a class, or making a phone call. It doesn't have to be huge, it just has to move you forward. Reframe failure. Understand that mistakes are part of the process, not the end of it. Every misstep is a lesson that gets you closer to success. Set a deadline. Give yourself a timeline to take action. Deadlines create urgency and force you to move even when you don't feel ready. Focus on progress, not perfection. Let go of the need to have everything figured out. Instead, focus on making consistent progress, one step at a time. The benefits of starting now. When you start before you're ready, you prove to yourself that you're capable. You stop waiting for permission and start building momentum. And here's the best part, the confidence you're waiting for. It doesn't come before you start, it comes because you start. So don't wait for the perfect moment. Take a deep breath, take the first step, and trust yourself to figure it out along the way. The path to your dream begins the moment you decide to start, ready or not. Make fear your fuel. Fear gets a bad reputation, but here's the truth. Fear isn't your enemy, it's your greatest ally. The presence of fear doesn't mean you're weak or incapable. It means you're stepping outside your comfort zone and reaching for something that matters. The trick isn't to eliminate fear, but to use it as fuel to propel you forward. Let's break it down. Fear is energy. It heightens your awareness, sharpens your focus, and gets your heart racing. Instead of letting that energy paralyze you, why not channel it into action? Fear isn't a stop sign, it's a signal. It's telling you that you're on the edge of growth, and growth never happens without discomfort. Why fear is a good sign. Fear highlights what matters. You don't feel fear over things that don't matter to you. The fact that you're scared means this dream is important. Fear keeps you alert. A little fear keeps you sharp. It pushes you to prepare, plan, and show up as your best self. Fear means you're growing. If you're never afraid, you're playing too small. Fear is proof that you're stretching beyond your limits. How to make fear your fuel. Acknowledge it, don't suppress or ignore your fear. Name it. Say, I'm scared because this is new, but it's also exciting. Recognizing fear takes away its power to control you. Shift your perspective. Instead of seeing fear as a threat, see it as a sign you're moving towards something meaningful. Ask yourself, what's the worst that could happen most of the time? The answer isn't as bad as you think. Take small steps. Fear becomes overwhelming when you try to tackle everything at once. Break your goal into smaller, manageable actions. Each step forward reduces the fear. Use it as energy. When you feel that nervous energy bubbling up, channel it into action. Let it drive you to take the next step instead of holding you back. The fear to fuel mindset. Think of fear as a spotlight. It shines on the areas where you have the most potential to grow. For example, if you're afraid of public speaking, it's probably because deep down you care about being heard and making an impact. If you're scared to start your own business, it's because it represents freedom and the life you've always wanted. The question isn't how to get rid of fear, it's how to lean into it. Instead of saying, I'm scared, so I can't say I'm scared, so I must fear as your compass, pointing you toward the areas where you'll experience the most transformation. Turn fear into a habit of courage. Fear will never go away completely, but courage isn't the absence of fear, it's taking action despite it. Every time you choose to move forward in the face of fear, you're building a habit of bravery. Over time, fear loses its grip and confidence takes its place. What's on the other side of fear? Everything you've ever wanted, the dream you've been holding on to, the life you're afraid to imagine, the version of yourself you know you can become, they're all on the other side of fear. So the next time fear shows up, don't run from it, embrace it, use it, Let it remind you that you're alive, that you're dreaming big, and that you're capable of incredible things. Make fear your fuel, and watch how far it takes you. Break it down. Big dreams can feel overwhelming. They're exciting, yes, but they can also seem impossibly far away. That's where most people get stuck. They see the mountain in front of them and think, how will I ever climb this? The answer? You don't climb it all at once, you break it down. Breaking your dream into smaller, actionable steps transforms something intimidating into something achievable. It's the difference between feeling stuck and building momentum. Big goals require small actions repeated consistently. That's the secret to making progress without burning out or giving up. Why breaking it down works. Clarity: when you break your dream into smaller tasks, the path forward becomes clear. You can see exactly what needs to be done, one step at a time. Momentum: small wins create energy. Each step you complete gives you confidence to tackle the next. Reduced overwhelm: a huge goal can feel paralyzing, but when it's divided into smaller parts, it feels manageable and even exciting. How to break it down. Define the big picture. Start with your ultimate goal. Write it down in one clear, inspiring sentence. For example, I want to start my own business, or I want to run a marathon. Identify milestones. Break the big goal into major milestones. These are the key markers on your journey. For example, if your goal is to start a business, milestones might be researching your niche, creating a business plan, and launching a website. If your goal is to run a marathon, milestones might be running a 5K, then a 10K, then a half marathon. Create actionable tasks for each milestone. List the specific actions needed to achieve it. Make these tasks as small and concrete as possible. For example, researching your niche might include read 3 articles, talk to someone in the industry, and identify my target audience. Running a 5K might include buy running shoes, set up a training schedule, and run 3 times this week. Set deadlines, assign a timeline to each task. Deadlines create urgency and help you stay accountable. The power of small wins. Every time you complete a small task, you're proving to yourself that progress is possible. Those little victories add up. Before you know it, you're crossing milestones off your list and moving closer to your big dream. For example, let's say your dream is to write a book. That's a huge undertaking, but if you break it down, it looks something like this. Brainstorm ideas for your book 1 week. Write a rough outline 2 weeks. Commit to writing 500 words a day 3 months. Revise and edit 1 month. Research publishing options 2 weeks. By focusing on one step at a time, the dream becomes less daunting and more achievable. Progress over perfection. Breaking it down doesn't mean every step will be flawless. Expect detours, mistakes, and moments of doubt. That's part of the process. The goal isn't perfection, it's progress. As long as you're moving forward, you're winning. One step at a time. Remember, even the biggest goals are accomplished one step at a time. A marathon is just 26.2 miles made up of single strides. A business is built with one small decision after another. A life-changing dream starts with one brave step forward. So when you feel overwhelmed, take a deep breath, focus on the next step, not the entire journey. Break it down and watch how quickly you start building momentum. Progress might be slow at first, but every step brings you closer to the life you've been dreaming of. Your dream is big, but that's okay. You don't have to do it all at once. Just start. One step, one task, one day at a time. That's how you climb mountains. Surround yourself with believers. The people you spend time with have an enormous impact on your mindset, motivation, and ability to achieve your dreams. Surrounding yourself with believers, people who encourage, challenge, and support you isn't just a nice idea, it's essential to achieving big dreams. Here's the hard truth: not everyone in your life will believe in your vision. Some people will doubt you, others will criticize you, and some will even try to hold you back because your big dreams make them uncomfortable. That's why it's critical to intentionally build a circle of people who get it, people who believe in you and your potential. Why believers matter. They uplift you. Believers remind you of your strengths when you feel weak and encourage you to keep going when you want to quit. They challenge you. True believers won't let you settle for less than you're capable of. They push you to aim higher and work harder. They keep you accountable when you share your dreams with people who care. They'll hold you accountable and help you stay on track. They inspire confidence when you see someone else believe in you. It makes it easier to believe in yourself. How to build a circle of believers. Identify the right people. Look for people who share your values, have a growth mindset, and genuinely want to see you succeed. These could be friends, mentors, colleagues, or even online communities. Be intentional about relationships. Prioritize time with people who energize and inspire you. Seek out those who challenge your thinking, celebrate your wins, and help you learn from your failures. Limit exposure to doubters. Not everyone will support your dream, and that's okay. While you can't always cut negative people out of your life entirely, you can limit their influence. Protect your energy by spending less time with those who bring you down. Seek mentors and role models. Find people who have already achieved what you're striving for. Their guidance and belief in your potential can be transformative. Be a believer for others. The best way to attract believers is to be one. Encourage and support the people around you, and you'll naturally build a network of mutual positivity and belief. The power of a positive environment. Imagine trying to grow a garden in poor soil with no sunlight or water. It's nearly impossible, but with the right environment, rich soil, plenty of sunlight, and regular care, plants thrive. The same is true for your dreams. The people around you are your environment. If they're constantly negative or doubtful, they'll drain your energy and stunt your growth. But when you're surrounded by believers, you'll feel nourished, motivated, and inspired to keep moving forward. Finding believers beyond your inner circle. Join communities, find groups or organizations that align with your dreams, whether that's a local business group, a creative workshop, or an online forum. Leverage social media. Follow and engage with people who inspire you. Their stories and insights can keep you motivated and connected to like-minded individuals. Attend events, conferences, networking events, and seminars are great places to meet people who share your interests and ambitions. The ripple effect of belief. When you surround yourself with believers, something magical happens. Their energy, positivity, and belief in you start to influence your own mindset. You begin to see what they see in you. Your confidence grows, your motivation strengthens, and your resilience builds. Even on tough days, the right people can remind you why you started and why your dream is worth pursuing. They'll cheer you on when you succeed and lift you up when you stumble. A note on boundaries. Not everyone in your life will be a believer, and that's okay. You don't need universal approval to chase your dreams, but you do need to protect your energy and focus on building connections with those who align with your vision. Your dream team. Surrounding yourself with believers is like assembling a dream team for your life. These are the people who will help you climb the mountain, celebrate at the top, and inspire you to dream even bigger. So take a moment to think about your circle. Who's lifting you up? Who's holding you back? Make the choice to prioritize the relationships that fuel your growth. Your big dream deserves big support, and it starts with the people you let into your life. Commit to the long game. Big dreams aren't achieved overnight. They require persistence, patience, and a willingness to show up every single day, even when progress feels slow. Committing to the long game means understanding that success is a journey, not a sprint. It's about staying the course, adapting when necessary, and refusing to quit when things get tough. Why the long game matters. True growth takes time. Mastery, success, and meaningful impact are built through consistent effort over time. Quick wins might feel good, but lasting achievements come from sustained commitment. It builds resilience. The long game teaches you how to handle setbacks, overcome challenges, and keep going even when the results aren't immediate. Big dreams deserve big effort. Anything worth having takes time and dedication. The journey itself is where you learn, grow, and become the person capable of achieving your goal. And how to commit to the long game. Focus on the process, not just the outcome. While your big dream is the destination, the daily habits and consistent actions are what will get you there. Celebrate the small wins along the way. They're proof you're making progress. Set realistic expectations. Understand that setbacks, plateaus, and challenges are part of the process. Expect them and don't let them derail you. Instead, use them as opportunities to learn and grow. Stay flexible. The path to your dream won't always be a straight line. Be willing to adapt and pivot when necessary without losing sight of your ultimate goal. Build consistent habits. Success isn't about occasional bursts of effort. It's about showing up every day. Commit to habits that align with your dream, even when you don't feel motivated. Develop a strong why. Why is the reason you're chasing your dream. When things get tough, reconnect with why you started. A powerful why will keep you grounded and focused. The reality of the long game. There will be days when you feel like giving up, when progress seems invisible and doubt creeps in. These are the moments that test your commitment. But here's the truth: the people who achieve their big dreams aren't the ones who never struggle. They're the ones who keep going despite the struggles. Committing to the long game doesn't mean ignoring challenges. It means facing them head on, learning from them, and continuing to move forward. Practical strategies for staying committed. Track your progress. Keep a journal, checklist, or visual tracker to remind yourself how far you've come. Progress, no matter how small, is still progress. Surround yourself with support. Lean on your circle of believers. They'll remind you of your potential and keep you motivated when you hit rough patches. Take breaks when needed. Commitment doesn't mean burning out. Rest and recharge when necessary to ensure you can sustain your efforts over the long haul. Celebrate milestones. Reward yourself for reaching key points along the journey. Celebrating progress keeps you motivated and excited about what's ahead. The power of consistency over time. Imagine a tree growing. You don't see its roots expanding beneath the soil, but every day it's getting stronger, deeper, and more capable of withstanding storms. Your efforts are the same. Even when you don't see immediate results, trust that every small action is laying the foundation for something extraordinary. Success compounds over time. The work you put in today may not pay off tomorrow, but it will pay off. The long game requires faith in your dream, in the process, and in your ability to see it through. The reward of the long game. When you commit to the long game, you're not just chasing a dream, you're becoming the person who can achieve it. You're building resilience, discipline, and the mindset of someone who doesn't give up. The journey might take longer than you expect, but when you finally achieve your dream, it will be worth every moment. The struggles, the lessons, and the growth will make the destination even more meaningful. So make the commitment today, not just to your dream, but to the long, winding, sometimes difficult journey it will take to get there. Because anything worth having is worth the wait, and you are worth the effort.